Hey, what's going on, everybody? A quick video today just comparing physically between the Samsung Galaxy S25 Plus, which I still have brand new here in this box, and the Samsung Galaxy S25 Ultra. Now, I just got this in, of course, several months after it was released because my father needed an upgrade. And before we get started, let me just share with you that through T-Mobile, I got this after trading in the S10 Plus. They gave us $500 for the S10 Plus toward this S25 Plus. Now, this is a 512 gigabyte model. Now, the phone is full price at T-Mobile, which is a little bit over $1,100. But again, if you've got something like an S10 Plus laying around, got $500 off of this thing. So we end up paying a little bit over $600. My trusty S25 Ultra, which I have had since launch. So let's get this thing unboxed. I'm not going to set it up. I don't have my father's phone with me in order to put in all his info, transfer everything over, sign into his accounts, etc. Of course, it asks for confirmation on your previous device to do that. So this is just going to be a physical comparison between the two and between the colors, because I was actually quite curious about that myself. But out of the box, I will tell you that. Of course, it's got this little sort of silhouette illustration of the phone on the front, and you saw on the back it tells you about the phone itself, the SKU, etc. And on the sides you have Galaxy S25 and Samsung branding respectively. Booklets, SIM ejection tool as well, I'm sure. You see all that. Not an unboxing video per se, so I'm gonna be quick with that. I wanted to compare this silver shadow with the titanium because they are slightly different in color. Let's take this phone out. So of course this phone comes in several colors. T-Mobile's options were, for this 512 gigabyte model, silver shadow and that navy blue, and we went with the silver shadow here. Very nice color. Of course, matted aluminum edges and a matte finish on the back as well. And let's do our ceremonial peeling of this front plastic cover. And this time around, there is no plastic on the sides, no stickers wrapped around that chassis for you to peel. Slightly less protection in transport and slightly less protection against devices that may have been opened or used or refurbished, but purportedly better for the environment. And this, of course, my MagSafe Pitaka case for the S25 Ultra. I prefer leather cases, but I think until Lumasi makes cases for Galaxies, I only have them on my iPhones because that is my favorite leather case. So I'll take this case off so we can take a closer look at how these compare physically. All right, so here we have it. The Shadow Silver S25 Plus in my right hand, the Samsung Galaxy S25 Ultra in titanium gray on the left. You can compare this kind of to the quote natural titanium of the iPhone 15 and 16 series. So off the bat, you can see that the silver shadow does have a bit of a grayer tone compared to maybe the slightly more tan or brownish tones on the S25 Ultra. And let me get even more natural lighting in here so we can really get a good idea of how this would look in like natural sunlight outside in the daytime. All right, so I am now right at the window, got the sun shining in, and hopefully that'll give you an even better idea of the difference between these colors. So I would say that it's a similar sort of finish. You see how my thumb kind of reflects on the back. I'm not touching the back of the phone. I'm just hovering my thumb over the back of the phone, and you can see how it shows up there. And that's kind of what gives it that, I guess, shadow effect, and why this color specifically has shadow in the name. This one, of course, because of the titanium chassis, it's called titanium gray. And taking a look at that chassis, you can also see that it's slightly more tan, a more natural titanium color, as opposed to more of a true silver here on the right with that S25 Plus. Of course, again, this chassis made of aluminum, and the one here on the left made of titanium. You see that exact same difference on these middle rings. If I turn these to the side, of course, this one might have a few more fingerprints, might be a little dustier since I've been using it since launch, but you see those metal rings as well have that same color difference. Now, comparing them side by side here, you can see that the S25 Ultra is a little bit taller. Now, is it wider? Not by much this year. In fact, that is the reason why I chose to go with the Ultra over the Plus, which is typically my favorite form factor for these phones. As you can see, it is ever so slightly wider, the S25 Ultra. Let's compare them from the bottom. You may see a few more marks on that S25 Ultra, again, because I had been using it since launch, and that part of the case is open a little bit. But you can see when I put them together here, you've got a little bit more width on that S25 Plus, but it's not much. And part of it may even look a little bit wider than it is, because as you see, the corners are a bit more squared off on the S25 Ultra, a little bit more round, a little bit easier to hold in the hand, frankly, the S25 Plus, but not by much. Again, this year the sizes are a lot closer, a lot more alike than they were for the S24 series, for example, and certainly the S23 and S22 series. Once again, comparing the colors of the metal chassis here, try to shine them in the sun. You see that difference. Other than that, physically, in terms of button placement and all that, exactly the same. You've got your 5G antenna on one side near the top. On the other, you've got your volume rockers, you've got your power buttons, respectively. On the top, you've got the two cutouts there for microphones and noise canceling. On the bottom, speaker grill, SIM tray. Let me hold them this way. And you see them shining right in the sun there. Of course, your USB-C port. And the only extra cutout, of course, the Ultra has is the one for the S Pen, which, of course, this does not come with. Both of these, though, 512 gigabytes of storage, as mentioned. And I've been handling these the entire video now, so let's see how they collect fingerprints. About the same, frankly, and that's not really much of a surprise. It's the same sort of Corning Gorilla Glass on the back. Now, not the exact same version, but what I mean is it's the same finish and same design in terms of how the back is constructed. So you're going to see fingerprints on both, and you're going to have to wipe those down every now and then. And my hands are actually pretty dry, so if you've got greasier hands, expect even more coverage of fingerprints there. Chances are you're probably going to have a case or something on them. Speaking of cases, what I got for my father for this case, he drops his phone quite a bit, but man, a lot of these cases with the good protection can be quite ugly. I try to get him something that looks pretty decent. This is the UAG case, the Plasma XTE, and he wanted a stand on his case, so this one certainly has that. And he also, I actually thought it would be best if he had MagSafe in case he wanted to start using some of those magnetic accessories. Kind of a titanium color. In fact, let's compare. Supposed to be a titanium color on the back, and I would agree that actually matches, even though this is the S25 Ultra, of course, but should look good with this phone. Good protection on this UAG case. Here's the stand. It's pretty rigid here. You can set it pretty much any angle you want. Snaps well right into place there. It's also mostly clear on the back if you wanted to show off, of course, the beautiful color of your Silver Shadow S25 Plus. So let me throw this in here and let's see how that looks. Yeah, nice tight fit, and it looks good. I think this is a nice case for this phone. Kind of a smoky finish on the edges, the corners here, and I think my dad will be happy with this. Fairly grippy. It's going to be a little bit slippery, but this texture is definitely grippier than the actual aluminum chassis of the phone itself. Nice and clicky buttons, and good coverage here for the camera lenses. Got the flash right there as well. Cutouts on the bottom. Should be just fine with pretty much any USB-C accessory you use. Perfect cutout there as well for the speaker. And now we'll have links for both of these cases. The one I got here for this S25 Plus and the one for the S25 Ultra from Pitaka. This is also a MagSafe case, by the way. And that'll do it for now, my friends. Just a physical comparison again between the S25 Ultra, S25 Plus, the Shadow Silver, the Titanium Gray here. They're definitely different colors, but quite similar. This one, slight more hint of tan or gold, I would say even, as natural titanium tends to be In addition to the cases, I'll have links to where you can pick up these phones as well. And again, wonderful trade-in offer from T-Mobile for this S25 Plus. They gave us $500 for the S10, bringing this one to just over $600. Brand new. Drop a like if you like these videos and want more of them. And hey, hit that subscribe button for free to help me continue to bring you guys tech videos out of my own pocket. Catch you in the next one.